I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
来到了回归2心脏。
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
这边多了2辆车。
Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public.
一辆是面包车啊，一辆这样的哈雷。
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
现在是有几件事：一是要找到南丁格尔的心脏；二找到一个叫做叠界的地方。而现在要前往案发现场，看看有没有什么新的线索。你先走，我怕你又卡 bug。
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
前方有2个人，新来的2辆车就是他们的。
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted areas.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Okay, we're done for now.
他们还会聊会天儿，看看他们闲聊什么。
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons my ass.
在这个设施里面呢，哎，门开了，他们来了，门就开了。里面有一篇文档，但不算是破案的线索。外面的那个亚洲人史蒂文·林那个总技师写的一个维护说明。
Thanks. But I don't drink coffee.
We brew our own beer, too. Ahma beer.
Oh, now we're talking.
而在这边旁边呢，有一个收集品。
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
有一行字儿，我们会共度难关的英雄，愿你今天英勇无畏。获得了原稿碎片啊，这个东西呢，大家可以把它理解为素材，可以提升我们的武器等级。打开武器菜单之后，可以使用右上角这个原稿碎片提升自动攻击啊、弹夹容量啊。无线电是在每一个章节结束的时候会放一段歌，然后我们切换到按键板这儿，打开档案，按 X 键，有2个新的线索啊，在卷宗里面，一个是拜树教的。 几条线索，其中一个遭到邪教毒手的受害者会变成怪物，然后我们把这些线索一个一个给它放上去，否则的话可能时间隔长了，观众们就不记得了。凯西说，拜树教正在举行仪式来创造怪物，这帮人为什么会做这种事情？受害人的皮肤和器官被文字覆盖，然后还有最后一个，南丁格尔是唯一一个变成怪物的受害者。 放哪儿呢？下边。为什么只有他一个人变了，另外3个死者没有变？然后再切换到按键，那个午餐盒。午餐盒呢，实际上是游戏里面的一种收集品。
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
这一个大类都是午餐盒的，然后我们刚刚正好收集了一个，把它放在对应的区域。 我们是在巨斧湖这个地方收集到的，这个区域应该有8个。好了，可以走了。这也就是游戏除了战斗以外啊，探索部分的玩法。跟上凯西。
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
凯西过来就帮我们带路啊什么的啊，以及他认识的南丁格尔。
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake. in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
在现场找一下线索，看看能不能找到南丁格尔相关的线索。这边地上都被水淹了。
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
这个中文字幕啊，还是有一些 bug 啊，我这个听力实在是不行。然后一路看着地面，跟着脚印往前走。地面呢，脚印呢会有一点点特效，就有点模糊的那种感觉。
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
此时呢，我们打开菜单，看一下案件这边，谋杀案这里有一个新的线索，就是脚印。南丁格尔去哪儿了？然后切换到侧写，将现有的资料分析一下。
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
女巫之勺啊，就是一棵大树，然后把新的线索呢给它放上去。南丁格尔穿过树到别的地方去了，他把任务系统啊变成这些线索，让我们自己一点一点的看。那现在就去那棵大树，就在旁边了。这边呢是一个路灯，但是现在没亮。女巫之勺的简介，中间有一个洞。
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
手电筒的灯光驱逐了黑暗，发现了一页新的纸。
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
提到了女巫的小屋，而小屋里面有一盏灯。小屋呢，我在上一集的时候就已经去过了，实际上应该去，就是现在这个时间点去。乌漆麻黑的啊，观众们自己玩的时候呢，看看地图，实际上就还好，方位感就还好，并不是那么复杂。
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
少了一个保险丝，要把里面的灯点亮，必须要保险丝。
This fuse is busted.
在旁边的营地就有这个保险丝。
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
然后回去把保险丝装上。此时这边的供电就接上了，灯也就亮了。前座的收集品保温瓶，在这边呢可以快速存档或者是手动存档。
Making progress.
又一页新的纸。
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
有了新的线索，我们把这个文档呢看一遍，就完整的看一遍。
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
这就是我们刚刚做的事儿，以及将来要做的事儿。
Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
那棵树就是入口，我们要找到南丁格尔的心脏。但是心脏现在在哪儿呢？女巫小屋呢就结束了，明亮的光线可以为你提供保护。
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
我们要举行的仪式是什么呢？有两个东西，一个是提示我们需要南丁格尔的心脏。
Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
另外还有一篇文档，比较重要的是，我把心脏带来了，女巫就是要把心脏带到女巫那儿去。
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
女巫之勺那个标志那儿中间不是有个洞吗？这边就告诉我们要把心脏放在那个洞里面，然后要动一下脑回路，在侧写里面看到南丁格尔这边，分析一下。
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
脑洞一开，南丁格尔的心脏在杂货铺。 那现在目标就很明确了，前往杂货铺。杂货铺呢，我们之前是去过的，和之前的一个副警长啊就在那边碰面的啊，就在这儿不远，哎，里面有2个问号，地标。好，顺着这条路跑过去。
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
有的时候在行进的过程当中啊，你们看我长时间不说话，主要就是要感受一下，通过声音啊，观众朋友们可以感受一下这款游戏的恐怖。否则我在这边当导游，观众们是一点点感觉都没有。发现了一篇文档，一个像日记一样的东西，比较类似于介绍这片区域或者说这个地方的风土人情啊，或者说这个地方是干什么的一些功能介绍一样。哎，我掏枪了。使用灯照一下以后，打他露出的弱点，伤害很大。
Occultist, the monster, like Nightingale.
在房间里面有不少东西可以拿，发现了一张纸。先不着急看，这里面呢有子弹和创口贴，创口贴补血的，还有个工具箱。然后这里有一个扩容背包，增加背包格子的。而这里有一个好东西了，一把枪。密码去收银台找福尔图小姐核对啊，这是一个小解谜。我玩的时候外面没有任何攻略的，只有靠自己在那边硬解的那种。这边有几组数字705、713、717、723，这些代码、密码会更新的。而更新的啊，这边是0513、1723，下一个呢应该是39。上面这组数字没有太大的意义。密码是739，最高难度，反正这一个章节没这把喷子几乎是没法打，如果错过了会很麻烦。739，只能上弹2发，近距离呼脸的那种枪。东西全部拿完之后，然后用快捷键把枪啊给它装备上，跟生化8一样的，包括补给道具也给它装备上。然后旁边是道具栏，是我们拿到的一些材料啊，或者一些可以用的东西。然后用灯照一下。
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
此时可以打开按键板，已经找到心脏了，心脏上的字清晰可辨了。
Sounds literary, but what does it mean?
接下来就要把这个心脏带到女巫那儿。这里提到了杂货店里的萨甲，就是预言描述我们刚刚进来的这样的场景，它用文字描出来，叫类似于剧本一样的东西。
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
把南丁格尔的心脏带到女巫至少那儿。
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
因为去女巫之勺那儿有2条路可以过去。我这边好像走错路了，刚才讲话走错路了。打开一下菜单，一个是从女巫的小屋过去，然后因为女巫的小屋那儿有一个存档点，建议存个档再走。但游戏里面的存档点还可以，不一定要存。我做视频嘛，我喜欢存。找一下路，看到了女巫的小屋，要找到过去的牌子。刚才打电话那个走岔了。在存档之前，左下角有个提示，可以打开档案板。
Found the heart in the fridge, just like the page said I would.
手动存个档，回头前往女巫之勺。把心脏放到这个洞里面，这些敌人不掉东西，打起来没有任何意义。
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the heart witch. Show me the terror. 下一集探索叠界，就下期节目再见吧，大家拜拜，拜拜。